to the parliament, this one in Mecca. You got your flag on and somebody gon' check it. Somebody gon' test it. Can you handle the pressure? Giving you gems and sharing your treasures. It's a privilege to receive this word. Before you understand, look, listen, observe. Before you understand, you gotta speak in the light. You won't go through hell just to make shit right. And ain't nothing straight, the path is zigzag zig. The father said, there no white women in period. But many deviated till their past got crossed. That society lost, we got problems to solve. If not us, then who? Ain't no mystery school. The dead never came back. And nigga, that's proof. Let's walk the land. I'ma give it how I got it. You the one, son. That means through the knowledge.
Fact now, Cipher. I go fast. What? Cipher, God. You said no less fact than 120 on them days to be. I know. Coming for your actions. A lot of good brothers die for this shit.
Yeah. Fame Labs. That's right. Christ be. Through the knowledge. Yo.
My ambition to win.
To the parliament, this one in Mecca. You got your flag on and somebody gon'
Another
check it. Somebody
got an
gon'
old
test it.
schooler.
You handle the pressure. Giving you gems and sharing your treasures. It's a privilege.
Wise, what's going on?
Receive this word. Before you understand, look, listen, observe. Before you understand, you gotta speak in the light. You won't go through hell just to make shit right. And ain't nothing straight. The
True
path is
self.
zigzag zig. The father said, there no white women in period. But many deviated till they passed.
Jigga 1017.
Society lost, we got problems to solve. If not us,
See, I know my alerts is getting out now.
never came back. And nigga, that's
We got Jigga in the building.
I'ma give it how I got it. You the one, son. That means through the knowledge.
Fact now, Cipher. I go fast. Cipher, God. You said no less fact than 120.
Yeah, we already got the heavy hitters in here.
A lot of good brothers die for this shit.
Word 60,
Yeah. Fame Labs. That's right. Christ
brilliant elevation.
through the knowledge.
Yeah, we already got some heavy hitters in here. Scientific Allah. Which scientific is that? Nah, yesterday I didn't get a chance to come on. Jasim. What's going on? Yeah, nah, yesterday I was just in observation mode. And then time passed, I just was like, I hit it tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But you know, this is science, man. You know, today's the title of the live is dealing with today's degree. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I saw that yesterday. He extended it out to April 30th. So, you know, yeah, that's ill one, peace. Ill one is new to the lives. Where you from, ill one? Scientific is from Ohio. All right, that's peace. What part of Ohio? You out in Cleveland? I'm in tune with a brother from out there in Cleveland that be out there doing a lot of teaching. Amongst the young though, the real young, like 10, 11, 12, 13. But you know, getting into today's degree, right? And you deal with today's degree in the 1 to 36, right? And today's degree in the 1 to 40. Can anybody tell me what's some of the differences between those degrees? All right, L1, you from Buffalo? That's peace. I know a couple brothers up there in Buffalo. Jiggy 1017 said, "Well, you build on the 35,551 years in the 10th degree of the 1 in 10. Minister Eric Muhammad got wise trying to explain it to Lord Abba last night on Sunday." Ah, man. Scientific, Allah said, and was for a while done the knowledge culture in the dismal crypt. Born in Victory. Are you from Virginia? Now you in Dayton? You was in Cleveland for a while? True Self said he's in the 1 in 36. He just completed the 1 in 36, so he don't know the 1 in 40 yet. See, I wish I would have saw what occurred yesterday. I mean, in what aspect? You know, like how is Christianity only 551 years old? Or how is Buddhism 35,000 years old? What does it trace back to? Like what aspect is he talking about? See, Lord Albert, he's a hardcore. He's one of the hardcore researchers in that conscious community and amongst the Moors in general. You know, Lord Albert, he come from amongst us, right? He was born in the knowledge. God, Cipher, divine. Right, so wise just put it in there for you. Right? And the 1 in 36 is no, the traitor disappeared and there was no one left to speak their language. Right? And the 1 in 40 is tell us what and how the devil was made. Can anybody, you know, there's some differences in there. You got the degree, Wise. So what differences do you see in those degrees? And Jasim, your question, God Cipher Divine, Lord Abba was born in the nation. I know his father. He's from Medina. See, look, that's something you gotta realize, man. When you the father of all civilization, you the father of all the human families of the planet Earth, that means that no matter where it is out there, right? And what you think now, yeah, some of those people came from us. Julia TV, peace. Joseph, what's the deal? So yeah, you know, just like Born Mastermind, no matter what you think of that, that's something that came, that at one time he was amongst us, man. That's what it means to be the fathers of all civilization. You know, for my 10%, I'm probably up to like 15% female listeners now, right? Female viewers and subscribers, the mothers of civilization too. But I'm waiting for Jiggy 1017 to get a little bit more into you know, like what was the question? What was he trying to explain, and in terms of what? Why I said in the 1 and 40, it speaks on how the devil was made. It breaks down on which order they had to be destroyed, brown from black. Then to get to white, they had to be original. Jiggy 1017 said, yes, how is Christianity only 551 years old and date back to 1382? Well, when you say it's only 551 years old, right? Now, Wise, what you said was correct, right? But here's what's different, right? See, when you look at the understanding Cipher degree, right? The trader disappeared and there was no one here to speak their language. What that's telling you is that they believe something. They believe something, right? Based on the interorientation at the beginning that they didn't really know to be true. They didn't really know that to be true. But see, when you're looking at the 1 and 40, that's something where we analyzing like, okay, this is already going on. And we've sat back and observed the process. That's what it's saying, after following this process for 600 years. See, afterwards, we sat there and we looked at the knowledge and wisdom and we drew up a clear picture. You see what I'm saying? Instead of what happens when you making an interorientation with a trader that you don't know. Now, I'm sure everybody knows where I'm getting ready to go with this. You know what I'm saying? Into all the speculation that's dealing with a topic, right? That all we have is information. We're not really basing this upon the history. You understand what I'm saying? Like the knowledge degree, we base everything on the history. What's been going on, what we lived out right here on the planet Earth. It's not based on what might have happened or what could happen. You see what I'm saying? So, that right there is a clue into, what we're gonna go into later on. But everybody else, manifest how y'all see that. You see what I mean? Meaning that those people, when they said the trader disappeared and there was no one there left to speak their language, they believed in what the trader said. And they moved based on belief instead of basing on observation and known action. So Jigga 1017 said Abba's language was only, Eric's was said. Well, both of them is correct. You see what I mean? Because this is the thing. Jesus' teachings was not Christianity. So say like for me, coming from the Christian world, right? For me, coming from the Christian world, right? I had the perception that Christianity was 2,000 years old. Actually, I had the perception that Christianity was from Adam. You understand what I'm saying? But in terms of people, when Jesus existed and all that, you know what I'm saying, I knew that was from the time of Rome. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, I was a kid when I stopped dealing with Christianity, so maybe I had a limited view. You see what I'm saying? But see, God said, Devon said his cousin saw him building on Instagram and was like, what is this supreme mathematics you're speaking about? Had to build with her on our signs, but she's still religious. So I have a duty to get to her. Hey, man.